Hey, welcome back to the Big Rant Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Now, yesterday in the news, of course, everyone should know by now probably that El Chapo, the notorious drug kingpin, leader of a drug cartel, one of the most notorious, drug kingpins ever to stand trial in the United States, and probably just one of the most notorious ever, El Chapo was found guilty. He was found guilty in all 10 counts, including distribution of things like cocaine and heroin, among, other charges that he was charged with. Found guilty in all 10 counts. But this really isn't about what he's done in the past, but what his assets may be able to do for America. Now, Ted Cruz came out with an idea to take El Chapo's assets, some $14 billion that they could seize, or have seized, and build that southern border wall that Donald Trump has been begging for since he took office. That he shut the government down for a record amount of time earlier this year, or late last year into this year, for. The idea is fairly simple. Like I said, take some $14-15 million that they have that they could use of his assets, take those assets and build and fund the southern border wall. Would that change your opinion on the wall? Now, it changes my mind on the funding, but it doesn't change my mind on the idea of the wall. I don't believe the wall will help. Experts have said that it won't. It even came out in the trial of this El Chapo, that they don't send drugs across the border. They send them under the border or through legal ports of entry. Not to mention, it's been shown that other drug dealers from Mexico, when they come across a fence, just basically use a shirt cannon, a t-shirt cannon, to shoot the drugs over across the whatever fencing they come across. No wall is going to stop that. They're going to go over, under, and around. In the end, all it's going to do is hurt those people who are actually trying to seek new, crime-free lives. They're trying to get their families out of places like Venezuela. Trying to get their families out of areas where the drug cartels run. To come to America. Where at least they feel safer. But does this change your mind? Would taking the assets from a drug dealer, a huge drug kingpin like El Chapo, and using it to fund a southern border wall, would that change your opinion on the wall? Would you still be concerned with those families that are trying to seek better opportunity? Would you still be concerned with the environment? Would this change your entire idea on how the wall should be funded and how it should be done? I would have a lot less to say about it. I would still be concerned about those families that are trying to seek asylum and trying to, flee violence. I would still be concerned about the destruction of the environment that wall would cause. But it would definitely be worth thinking about if we're going to build the stupid wall, even though I don't think it's worthwhile, it's not worth our time. If we're going to use El Chapo's assets to build it, would that really be a problem? Would that change your opinion? It changes my opinion on the funding. I still have my other problems with it. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Should we use the assets from El Chapo, as Ted Cruz has suggested, to fund the southern border wall? Would that be a way to do it without having to declare a stupid national emergency and without shutting down the government again? Maybe that's something that the Congress could work out if it's something that just has to be done so badly, even though all the experts say Donald Trump is wrong. But anyhow, this has been the Big Rant Show. I've been your host, Jacob Keck. I'll see you down the road.